What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, world? Straight off the cuff. Man, it's your boy Tino. My house. Where's my 450,000? Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please feel free to check out the merch link inside the comment section of the video. All right, we're going to get straight into it. I hope everybody's having a good start of the week. And y'all need to go get that cut. I need to shave that face, man. Hair need to be cut, but you know, it is what it is what it is. But I'm coming to you today, man, because dealing with what we deal with in our community, especially in the black community, right? Um, there are a lot of people that, and we've spoken about it before, that take advantage of the struggle that we go through and basically monetize our struggle. And they find a way to play on people's emotions, and use that against us. I mean, if you notice that the politicians do it all the time, and most notably, we always talk about the Democratic Party. They tend to play on our emotions and our greatest fears and use that against us. And many of us, and partially the reason why is because many of us aren't willing to do the actual homework it takes to justify the laws, the bills, the people they elect to put in positions of power over us to really justify what's going on. And so today I had wanted to kind of talk about Tariq Nasheed again. Hate to keep bringing people up, but I just kind of seen the video. I seen it a while back, but it really didn't really resonate with me until I got a chance to kind of hear Meechie X. And I really wasn't too familiar with Meechie X, but I've been hearing it going on a lot, so I had a chance to kind of watch a couple of her videos. Of course, y'all know I don't really rock with Dr. Boyce Watkins. I used to, because he used to have Dr. Claude Anderson on there, but ever since he kind of said some things to me in his one of his videos, I really kind of stopped rocking with him, and it was about stock advice. And I don't believe Dr. Boyce Watkins knows anything about some stocks. He just he a pretend cat to me. But anyways, we'll get in more into that. Also, the Vicky Dillard, and I was watching the video with Meechie X, and she kind of exposed that situation. So I had to do some more research and look into that myself and kind of say, what's really going on? So first of all, I want to kind of get into the Tariq thing. And if you go on YouTube, it's a video out there called The Dark Side. I want to say The Dark Side of Tariq Nasheed. And so the video was sent to me a few years ago, and I had a chance to watch a little bit out of it. And, I guess when you listen to somebody and you kind of really hope that they have good intentions for the community, because I did go to one of his shows. He came to Dallas. And, I had hopes that, maybe this guy is being genuine and is really trying to help our community. Because I'll be honest, we admit, like, sometimes he does drop jewels. And of course, everybody's seen the Hidden Color series, or at least one or two of them, and it was very compelling. And so, you hope the best, but you always prepare for the worst, right? You hope for the best and you prepare for the worst. And so when you do your research though, and you start looking into his background, then it starts to get a little gray area-ish. And if you guys are familiar with the American Pimp, there was a guy on the name Rosebud. And Rosebud with the double D, that's for a double dose of this pimping, Anyways, Rosebud talks about how he gave Tariq basically all the game and the knowledge for the book, The Art of Macking, and a lot of his knowledge, I guess, or his ideas or perspective on a lot of that game. And so what I did was I kind of try to pull up some of these videos and some of this stuff up to try to let you make your own mind up. And really, that's really what it has to be, guys. You have to make up your own mind. That's why I always tell people, you listen to both sides of the coin. You listen to what the Republican got to say. You listen to what the Democrat got to say. You listen to just like the judge. He listened to the prosecutor. He listened to the defense. And you got to make your own decision. But if you just hearing one side of the argument, most likely you're going to side with the side of the argument that you heard first. Kind of like if your kids come and tell you something. Hey, the teacher did this, or the teacher whatever. But then you never take time to hear the teacher's side of the story. So let's get a chance. Let's delve into the video, dive in here a little bit, and you kind of can see for yourself and start making your own decisions. Once again, hit that like button, hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel and check out my merchandise. Because real quick before we get into it, because I always feel like that with a lot of these celebrity guys who got millions and millions of followers and these huge platforms to help the common people out like yourself and myself, the only thing you have to do is, like my shirt right here, where's my 450,000? What's wrong with you sharing a link to on your Twitter page to my Shopify store? That doesn't cost you a dime. And you know, lately I've been on Twitter and I've been tagging pictures of my clothing items and everything to some of these guys' pages and some of these, you know, celebrities' pages, but not once have they shared a thing. I mean, it obviously don't care, and it's not going to hurt them. It's not going to have any effect on them as far as monetary goes. One drop, one iota, but they don't want to see you in a good situation. You know, it's kind of like how I want to say J.R. Smith was talking about, where we make millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, but you know, we don't do anything for our community, but you turn around and blame white supremacy, right? And that's what we got to start watching. Is it really white supremacy, or is it a lack of us wanting to do anything? So let's get into the video. I don't want to keep you too long, but I do want to put this out there, regardless of who gets a chance to see it or not. And I hope you guys appreciate the information. So let's start out with this video. And this right here is going to be with Tariq being interviewed by Jesse Lee Peterson. All right. For those of y'all that are just familiar with Jesse Lee Peterson, he does have a radical mindset sometimes, but he's not stupid by far. So we'll start this, play a couple of this real quick. And on the video, I believe they're talking about, you know, the mindset of who was smarter, the black people or the white people, right? Because he talks about how if black people were so smart, how is it that they get dominated by white people?
Have fallen into that. So somebody had to be smart and somebody had to be dumb.
Yep.
And it seems to me that the people of color are the dumb one because, as you said, it's the white people who are making this happen, right?
I agree 100%.
And why not overcome being dumb rather than trying to stop the smart man from doing what he does?
Because non-white people are too dumb to get smart.
Really?
Yeah.
Man. And so you hear what he says in that part of the video, and that's very shocking to hear him say that because, you know, we all know Tariq for being an advocate for our community. And I know a lot of the stuff that he talks about or in this video may talk about things in the past, but for him to even say that, you know, black people are too dumb to get smart, and that's why we're being dominated by white people, really kind of, it kind of hits you right in the soul, right in that sore spot, right? So there's a couple other things I want to touch on the video, and then we'll switch out and move on. But that was the first thing that kind of, you know, raised the eyebrow with me. And I was like, come on, man. I know Tariq didn't say that. But, you know, this is prior to him becoming, you know, Mr. Bliggity Bliggity Black, right? This was in his old days, right? So he might discount it as not being relevant anymore. All right, let's go to this next part real quick. And for those that have known me, like for a minute, I listen to Tariq, man. I used to listen to Tariq all the time. I catch him on Sunday, catch him on Thursdays. You know, but a couple of times, like, you know, I emailed him like, hey, bro, can you wear my shirt? Or what do I need to do to, you know, to get my shirt worn or send it to you? I sent him one shirt, sent him two shirts. He didn't wear either one. And kind of was like, oh, bro, what's up? Then so I, you know, I asked him like, hey, man, I got to pay you. I don't mind paying you, you know, but I never got a response on that. So maybe he was just busy, whatever the case may be. But I'm like, bro, you know, ain't nothing wrong with, you know, but whatever, man. I ain't even tripping on that. It's you know, because I feel like at the end of the day, as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to get mine. It's just, you know, you can't have people taking advantage of our community that don't really care about us. So that's not what's up. But anyway, let's play this next part.
You see cats out there on the beach cleaning up right there. Me and old girl chilling. Now, I bet y'all want to see more footage of her. And again, I'm not trying to be X-rated, but I'm going to show you guys a little more footage of her back in the room.
And we ain't going to do all that, but you obviously got Tariq right here on the beach chilling with a white chick. And this is, I guess, back in the day when he was, I don't know if he was ever even in the game like that, but, you know, he gives out that perception that he possibly was in the game, a PI, former PI, XYZ, but maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. But, you know, to be bliggity, bliggity, bliggity black, and to jump, to jump from, the game to being, this pro-black activist. It just kind of makes you wonder. And you hear some of his old rap music, and it doesn't really seem to be too productive. It's violent. It degrades women. He talks about beating up on women, this, that, and the third. And I really was like, man, I was kind of disappointed, because I even made music when I was in my young 20s that I'm just not, the most proud of, but I done put that music out because I realized that, hey, man, I'm glad that music never came out, because that's not the message that I want to put out for children. It's kind of like what I was talking about with Charleston White. You put out a message, bro, but your message sometimes gets lost in your cursing and your negativity, right? You have to kind of minimize that. And I know we all trying to get the exposure to get recognized so we can monetize our pages or whatever the case may be. But sometimes that's not always the best thing, just to get out here and get exposure. And like Pac said, I want the money, forget the fame. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to this little next part of this video I kind of thought was pretty interesting. And where he talks about would he date a white woman. And he makes it clear that he would date a white woman. So let's see, bro. Let's see.
Tell y'all I will fuck the shit out of Brooke Hogan. Yeah, I date a white girl, nigga. Hell yeah. I'm not, I'm very pro-black, but nigga.
Man, I didn't mean to put that part in there, but he says with affirmations, yes, he would date a white woman. He would do something to this other white chick. But whatever the case may be, I wasn't in agreement with that. I really feel like that for the stuff that he talks about and the stuff he says he stands for, man, I just really feel like a lot of this stuff is unacceptable, right? So let's hit this last little part, and we'll pull up off of this, and we'll kind of transition to everybody else. Let's go.
Okay, look at this bra right here. Look at this. Body tight. Body is freaking tight, man. Nice little package on her. And what's funny, man, you have your share of ducks out there. But like I said before, it's a parallel universe. Like in the States, we have, look at this, was another nice one. You got a bunch of ducks with a few dimes.
Nice one. Where? Man, I'm from the hood. Where the nice one at? I didn't see nothing really nice. I mean, cool. She's slim, she thin, but I don't see no curves. I don't see no, no butt, no breast. I mean, she's not really nice. And here he is, sounds like he's about to, groveling or about to just fall over behind these little slim little white chicks walking around. And I guess he was in Brazil or whatever the case may be. So that really kind of drew some red flags to me. And sometimes some of this stuff just cannot be overlooked. Now, he just raised $1 million for the museum, and so a lot of people are saying, where's the museum? Where's the museum, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, that's yet to be seen. We'll see what happens on that. But another thing that I don't like, and Meechie even said this here, is that every time he starts a business venture, he wants everybody else to make a contribution. When he coming up with a new hidden colors, he wants you to make a donation. When he's doing the hated, let's make a donation. When he did the website, More Us, let's make a donation. When he want to do the museum, let's make a donation. So, man, it makes you just like, hold on, bro. You got the money. You trying to teach people how to be business savvy. Why not teach them how to go ahead and apply for a business loan? Show them how to go to the Small Business Association, the SBA website, or what it takes to get a DBA and the EIN, what it takes to get business credit and things like that to really help empower us, right? Not just telling us to donate, because many of the people who donating are not really in a position to be donating anyway. It's like I said, it's like the Alex Jones thing. You create all this emotional hostility, but then you use people emotions, just like the what was that? I can't think of the name of that preacher, man. Creflo Dollar them. They would get you all riled up behind a religion, but next thing you know, that you can make donations, and this guy's in a jet, and you down here struggling, can't pay your mortgage, right? So we gotta watch for people like that. And I still tune in, hear what he had to say, because I'll be honest, like some of the stuff he does talk about makes sense. But even when he talked about the FBA thing, Foundation of Black Americans, which was cool, all right, XYZ. But he said that he got that idea and that concept from Dr. Claude Anderson, because Dr. Claude Anderson refers to it as native blacks, black people who descended from the Folsom people, or the black people who were just here, with the initial installation of America, right? Which I have no problem with that. You had the ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves, right? So why not, just use Dr. Anderson's terminology and just say we as Native blacks, versus trying to create a whole new entity, right? But whatever. So it makes you wonder, and you have to use your own mind, and you have to question everything. And you don't trust people over the internet just blindly. You don't know these people. You don't know you barely know the people that's in your face every day, right? You're on your Facebook page. So don't just run around here making contributions and listen to these people blindly and taking every word they say for truth. We'll never get our community right if we continue to do these things and just let people just come in and say what they want to say and do what they want to do. And we just fall for it, or you just fall for it all the time. People play on that, man. They know that there's a lot of weird people out here in the world, or it's just a lot of busy people out here in the world that's not going to take the time to investigate everything they say, right? And so, you got to not be that person. You got to get out here and be an adult and start doing your own research, right? So just want to share this too. It was and just like what we talked about with the Kentaji, with her and the white husband and the lawsuit, that she threw out or whatever when she was presiding over it, with Lockheed Martin, when we talked about, Kamala Harris and, her questionable issues she did when she was the state attorney or whatnot in California or whatnot. So we just really have to watch some of this stuff. Joe Biden, when he used to run with your boy the Strong Thurman and all that, he was, helping to author the crime bill XYZ. So a lot of people expect you not to do no homework and just go with it. And so this next piece of paperwork I want to show real quick, and this is what Meechie X kind of exposed, right? And I was like, and I don't like Vicky Dillard. She too loud for me. I can't do all that. And now I'm not gonna say Meechie X ain't loud, and she does do a lot of cursing. Okay, but she keeping it real. And I'm not saying that, and I listen to her too, but I can't say I agree with everything she says or how she does it, and I don't agree with it. And nobody should agree with everything somebody says. But when a person is right, they right. That just is what it is, And so I don't agree with her using profanity all the time. And I don't agree with Vicky Dillard going whatever she be doing, because that stuff gets irritating. I get tired of hearing it. But when Meechie said this, and she was right, she said that Vicky Dillard had been to the feds. And I think Hip Hop Viral News had did an interview with her and talked a little bit about it. I don't really listen to them too much because they always talk about some, hip hop rap and all that. And I don't really deal with a bunch of rappers and they foolishness and celebrity gossip and celebrity news. A lot of people just cover that stuff just because they know that, the mainstream is concerned about what your average celebrity doing. Like right now, if I was to make a video about Kodak Black or, Young Dolph, or make a video about, Lil Wayne or any type of celebrity news, more people tend to gravitate to that type of information. And we all know why. But that's just, that just is what it is. But anyways, with this piece of paper right here, if you look it up, archives FBI.gov, it looks like it says Denver woman sentenced to federal prison for mortgage fraud scam. Now, if this is the same Vicky Dillard that's on YouTube, then this is crazy. I didn't know this. Vicky Dillard Crow, aka Vicky R. Dillard, age 32 of Denver, was sentenced last week to serve 60 months in federal prison by U.S. District Court Judge Marsha Krieger for mail and wire fraud in connection with a mortgage fraud scheme. Following her prison sentence, Judge Krieger ordered Crow to spend 3 years on supervised release. She was also ordered to pay $2,408,142.37 in restitution to the victims of her crime. Crow pocketed at close to $1 million during the course of her fraudulent scheme. Crow was immediately remanded into custody at the conclusion of the sentencing. Man, that could have been a video by itself. I might have to make a video just about that. That's interesting. Did not know that. And and then you get these people on YouTube, you don't know it, you're not taking the time to do your research, and she's telling you all about this black empowerment and all XYZ, and you like, lady, then you just get out the feds. Now, not saying because you went to the feds or because you've been in jail, XYZ, that automatically takes you away, takes away your reputation for talking about reputable black things. We've all had some situations, right? But it's like when people act like they better than the rest of everybody, like they stuff don't stink too, then that's when you have to wonder. Man, we got a thunderstorm going on out here, man. That's probably what you just heard. But that right there, man, it was a big eye opener. It made me lift the eyebrow, man. It made me do the rock, you know. So, man, what's up with that? Anyways, so that's what I saw about her, and then I already didn't listen to it because the answers she does are over the top for me, and that right there is just enough. I was like, okay, well, appreciate that information, and this is what happens when you cross-reference the people that you listen to, and don't just go off of what somebody else says you should do. So that was surprising, and for those of y'all that didn't know who listened to that, then hopefully that'll help you to realize, hey, maybe I need to do some research and look into some more of these people that I'll be listening to on YouTube, right? Especially you listen to people that's talking about empowering our community, because it's a lot of people out here who's just playing off this and using, black suffrage and black unity and the black struggle as a hustle. It's a come up. They're not even sincere. They don't care about if we'll ever get it together. It was kind of like how they were saying is that when Martin Luther King died and he got civil rights passed, they passed civil rights. A lot of them said, well, hey man, we got to come up with something else because now we out of a job. We done got civil rights passed. We got to come up with another boogeyman because for so long we've been marching about this, and now we don't got to march about this no more. What else can we do to sustain our livelihood? So you got to be careful of people that's willing to do that. And then the last video I guess I wanted to show was about Dr. Boyce Watkins, which, if you know me, I don't rock with Dr. Boyce no more since the little situation. But, this was an interesting video that I saw. I was not sure with for you guys that haven't seen it. But many of you guys may have seen it. But for those of y'all that haven't, I want to at least show it to you. And this guy right here, I guess he's done his research. And that's what you do. You do your research. And he takes time to expose Dr. Boyce Watkins. And like I said, I listen to Professor Black Truth, and I've listened to Professor Black Truth and the other one. Professor Black Truth and the Black Channel. Professor Black Truth, and the other one. What's the other one, y'all? The Black Authority. Thank you. And I told y'all, because, they was going in on Kwame Brown. And I said that, like, a lot of the times when these people just make these videos and don't really show who they are when they're talking about such serious situations, I don't necessarily rock with them because I be feeling like, hey, man, if you're not willing to step out here and show yourself, but you can talk about people, then I don't know how much I can respect what you got to say. So let's play this real quick and move on.
Was to just market effectively and intelligently. So I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna break it down as it plays and I'm gonna see what y'all think, what y'all thoughts. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
But how we do it, more formulaically is why is we actually sell the why. Like when I explain what I do, I tell people I basically sell open dreams and I fulfill it. Sometimes I fulfill it with SaaS. Sometimes I fulfill it with a physical product. sometimes I fulfill it with an info product, but ultimately I'm selling hopes and dreams of some sort of desired end result. I don't know if that makes any sense.
So this guy is clearly a professional internet marketer. And in the business of internet marketing, your objective is to sell an end goal. For example, if you're selling coaching, like me, a personal trainer, you're selling the end goal of getting in better shape. It's not necessarily a negative thing unless you don't deliver on what you're supposed to be selling. The problem is the way he frames it as if it's just transactional and he doesn't care about the actual result. Him personally. Let's keep going.
Absolutely makes sense. Yeah. So that's kind of how I look at it. So like if you look at it, you got me thinking. So let me pull this up real quick on my end. I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see how to do this. I'm gonna share this right here, and this was kind of exciting for me, as a copywriter.
In the marketing word, the term copywriter is someone who writes ad copy. Basically, you're writing the words that go on ads.
You see like a press picture or whatever? Yeah, I see it. If you look at how we do it, in this case, we're selling like a children's education product. I'm not saying I believe it's a good product we put together. I'm not saying it's a bad product, but in the grand scheme of children's education products and stuff like that, there's thousands of them out there. Right? It's like if you're selling like webinar software, if you're selling some sort of back tool or whatnot, the reality is we're not that special snowflakes. I can tell everything. But what we do is, if you can imagine, I hit it initially, I literally, what I'm selling, I don't view myself as selling, the problem is not to say buy my product, I'm trying to sell a movement or a change. So in this case, this offer that we have, we're focused on the African-American niche.
So clearly this marketer is pitching his services to another guy that has some kind of business need for his services, and he's using Dr. Boyce Watkins' courses as an example of work that he's done in the past. You don't hire a marketer to be the best guy in the world or to be the nicest guy or to give a shit about your product. You hire him to be effective and have a strategy in place. So just because you might believe in your product and care about your product and cause and everything like that, that's all well and good. But the marketer you hire, if you outsource marketing, does not give a damn about anything. That he's not a black dude. He don't have no ties to the community. He don't care about none of that, but he's effective at what he does. So it doesn't reflect badly on the person that you did business with, because they don't care about the product. If you care about the product, you hire someone to do marketing, which is his job, that you outsource to that person. It doesn't matter what they think about it. His job is to do effective marketing. He doesn't have to care about it. It's about results. You can't project what this guy's perspective is on his product just because he doesn't give a shit about it. Let's keep it going.
And we're basically selling, we basically sell it as religion. Right, so we're packaging as Black economic power needs to become the second religion. We're gonna sell you on how to properly educate your children, create your own job. Literally, this is what we sell. Correct. That's how we position it. And what's interesting, and this was actually great because we were on the webinar, and Boyce, who's he's the main character. He's the pitch guy.
And I'm gonna stop it there. Hold on, I guess
he's my info product guy.
All right, I'll stop right there. And so, man, that's pretty much it. And this guy is talking about how, basically they came up with a way to sell you this course, but they using basically the Black suffrage or the Black struggle as the target audience or the target purpose or the target marketing momentum generator or driver to help, get this product sold. So like I told you, like we just said, a lot of the Black oppression is really being played upon to be more of a manufactured struggle. So you have to begin to ask yourself, it is, we all know there is racism and white supremacy throughout the world. It's from North America, South America, all the way to Africa, Australia. We know that. But you got to find out who's really about trying to thwart this oppression, this situation, versus those who are just trying to pimp on it and play on it and feel like, hey, we'll never overcome the situation anyway. A lot of these people don't care, so let me just make some money off of them. And that's not right. You know, money is not everything, guys. You can't take none of this stuff with you. Of course, you know, at the end of the day, you really just setting yourself up for your kids to, you know, those that come after you to have a better life, and you do the best you can. But if you got to sell your soul or play on people to just, you know, make some money, then you wrong, man. It just is what it is. It's wrong. It's point blank period. Now, you know, do your thing. Don't knock my hustle. I ain't gonna knock yours. XYZ. But when it comes to something bigger, you know, a bigger negative effect on our community, then people got to step up and say something. You know, and initially, like I said, you know, you see my older video. Initially, you know, I was like, well, couldn't knock Tariq as much because I felt like that when you in this game, or if you in this type, if you dealing in this game or dealing with, you know, black oppression and those type of situations, you do want to have a certain type of, you know, economic worth to be able to protect yourself if you really gonna be out here. But if you really just in here in the game to just get money, then man, you wrong. You know, you really wrong. And then a lot of the people that they rock with, you got to question them too. Like I listen to a lot of these different podcasts, just trying to get a perspective. And then you got some of these guys I heard, especially these old rappers who made millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars off the killings and the promoting of violence and the promoting of killing and the promoting of pimping and all of this. And these rappers that made millions and millions of dollars and got millions and hundreds of thousands of people lives taken and influenced millions and millions of people. And not one of them, almost not one of them, would go on TV or go on live to apologize to the community and to try to make things right and let people know how wrong their music was. They still get out here and sell those albums, collect residual income off those albums, but don't sit up here and talk about how a lot of that stuff was wrong that they did. And so you gotta get out here and stop paying attention to these celebrities, because I'm pretty sure you probably have a small business, and it doesn't kill one of these celebrities if you shared your business with them or shared your business card with them to share your business card on their Twitter page or on their Instagram. You know, I see Master P was doing something similar where he was getting people to take, send in products to his company, and he would open your product and show your product on his page, on his Instagram page. It doesn't kill him to do that. It doesn't kill any of these other guys to do that. And so you have to watch these people. Many of them just want you to give them something, want you to subscribe to their channels, want you to go to their stores. Well, hey man, all the people that you want to do this for you, these hundreds of thousands, millions of followers you got, what have you done for them? If they go follow you on Instagram, will you follow them back? And a lot of these people won't even take time to do that. And it doesn't do anything, or it doesn't take anything from them to do that for you. So stop chasing these celebrities. A lot of these people are handpicked anyway because that they know, the powers that be know, that they are or will go along with the program. Therefore, we got to stop following these celebrities, guys. We got to stop following these people who are handpicked and given to us by the dominant society or by the people in charge, right? We have to be smart. We have to think for ourselves. You see one side of the coin, but look at the other side of the coin. You be the judge. You hear what the prosecutor got to say. You hear what the defense got to say. Stop just hearing one side of the argument. You know, for a long time, I listened to Tariq and I thought that, a lot of the stuff that he was saying was genuine, but I have to look at both sides of the coin. When you do the research on them, you're like, oh, bro, you got a sketchy little past. The same thing with Vicky Dillard. Vicky Dillard tries to speak the truth, but when you look at it, she done been to the feds. Like, oh man. Then you hear with Dr. Boyce Watkins, you just saw what the guy was talking about, how, they created a whole marketing scheme and using the black oppression as the momentum driver to help people get, to get their products sold. So guys, watch these celebrities. I listen to Willie D, his page sometimes. But one thing about him, you know, which is no knock, 'cause we all in Texas, but I feel like Willie D them and the Ghetto Boys, they did a lot of music that cost a lot of people lives, you know, and they got into the mindset of a lot of children. So I really wish they would get on there. It's not gonna take nothing from them to apologize to our community to try to right some of those wrongs. And a lot of these people are just making videos about anything just to get some views. They don't have a true agenda. They don't care about helping you or me, the small guy. They just want you to get out there and support their cause. And it's like, bro, how about y'all do something to help the people who are really struggling, the people who are really out here filling these marches up, the people who are really out here putting their foot to the pavement, not driving in Bentleys and Rolls Royces, don't have all of these, advantages that a lot of these guys have, and they won't do anything for you. What's up, Tree? What's good, man? Yeah, you know, you feel. I mean, that's all I'm saying, bro. It's just a lot of these people out here playing on our emotions, playing, you know, not being genuine, and we got to stop following these people. You know, the Nicki Minaj's, you know, the Cardi B. You know, she was talking about, you know, WAP a few months ago, but now she's trying to be all of a sudden be conscious and talk about, you know, political issues. Like, come on, man, get for real. Like, you know, man, I appreciate it, Kinfo. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. You know, and exactly. And to me, that's what we got to do, Tree. You know, we got to start showing each other love and stop following after the mainstream people. Like, all of us guys and ladies and gentlemen who got small businesses, who trying to get ourselves out the ground, we need to show each one of us love. All these people who got millions and millions of followers, who got millions and millions of dollars, who on TV and all these situations, you know, they don't need us, right? You know, because they're not doing nothing for you. They're not doing nothing for me. But I promise you, if this is a cat who just getting off the ground like myself, or who, you know, got a small, you know, like I say, do t-shirts, or, doing some type of beauty products, or, I would be more inclined to help co-market a person like that, because I feel like it's reciprocal. It's really genuine. But when I go follow these people on their pages or subscribe to their channel, they got 100,000, 200,000 followers. They don't do nothing for me. They won't respond to your messages. You can tweet them. You can send them messages all day long. They don't care. You know, they don't feel like they don't need you. But if I was to send one of my partners who have 100 followers, you know, a message or a tweet or XYZ, man, they really gonna be like, man, I appreciate you sharing my thing, man. I really appreciate you looking at, you know, because exactly, bro, grassroots is always the way to win. I always support the underdog, and that's what we gotta do, bro. And that's my mindset. You know, a lot of these people get out here and take us for granted, but we the ones that line their pockets. We the reason why they're able to fly in jets and not go to work. You know, and while we the ones at work all day, busting our tails, and then next thing you know, you look up, your life almost over with, and they didn't, you know, and they didn't made their way to the bank, and half of them making it off of manipulation, man. They're not even being genuine, you know, when they say they care about us, because a lot of them are making music, you know, that destroys our youth, that destroys our mind, doesn't uplift our people, you know, and the other half of them are just playing on our emotions. Oh, Black Power, man, the white man this, the white man that, we got to get together. And then you're like, all right, we're going to be out here, this we're going to do. And they on YouTube, hey, man, we got to go fight the people, fight the power. Hey, bro, where y'all at it? Y'all ain't nowhere to be found. We out here getting locked up and executed, but y'all ain't. Y'all in y'all mansions. Y'all on y'all flights. Y'all doing everything y'all can do to motivate us to get out there. Y'all ain't nowhere to be found, bro. And so I think that's where the difference will come between like a Malcolm X, you know, Martin Luther King, Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, all these guys, even, you know, they was out here in these streets. Even though these guys were big time, you know, celebrities, because they was known everywhere. Celebrity don't mean you rich, but these people were known everywhere, but they were willing to put their lives on the line and get out here and go to sit in this jail cell with you. These other guys, they're not willing to do that, you know, and it let me down to see that Vicky Dillard spent that time in federal prison behind some mortgage fraud. Like, come on, but you want her, you know, talk about black people and what we should and should be doing. Now, I even saw when Meechie X went to jail, I guess, for bank robbery, you know, 20-some years ago, whatever the case may be. Not excusing that's her situation either. So it's just like, but we all done been through something. So, but she doesn't act like her stuff don't stink, you know, because she still act a little hood to me. You understand? So, and she gets out here and does the, you know, the work. you know, she going out here to actually meet with these families who have been affected by police brutality. She's actually out here touching the pavement. So you got to respect that, you know. But a lot of these other guys, they ain't doing nothing but hyping us up to go out here and, you know, be to mess around and cost you your whole life, bro. Getting out here, you know, being all emotionally riled up. So, man, I want to bring that research to you guys, you know, because I know many of us get on the internet. You might listen to Dr. Boyce, you might listen to Vicki Dillard, you might listen to Meechie, you might listen to Tariq, and just want you to see the other side of the coin for those that don't really have the time. But I put a link to the videos, you know, that yeah, that's what I'm saying. Meechie hood, but she keep it 100. So I have to, you gotta respect that. You know, you have to. So I put the link to the videos for the Tariq, you know, for the Dr. Boyce and Vicky Dillard FBI case. Goodness, it was hard to find in the description section. So, you know, like the video, you know, subscribe to the channel. Go check out my Shopify store. See a product on there you like. Support your boy. If you got something going on, feel free to drop it in my comments. Oh, this did too. Yeah, you could drop if you got a website or something that you running, man, you can drop it in my comments. I'm not gonna delete it. But you know what? A lot of these cats, when I go to their page and I drop my website on their page or in their comments, they be deleting that, bro. Like, bro, me dropping my link to my website, bro, is not going to take anything from you. Bro, I promise you could be selling shirts just like I'm selling shirts, or, you know, merchandise or whatever, have a little, you know, program at your school or whatever the case may be. You could drop it in my comment section. I'm not going to delete that, bro, because it's not going to take nothing from me. I promise it's not. So, you know, that's what I mean. Like you just said about grassroots. You know, we got to empower each other. We run around here empowering these celebrities who don't care, buying their concert tickets, going to support them, you know, support their channels, just blindly going to buy Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Versace. Ooh, X got on the Gucci hat. But you know what I mean. We're going out here just doing this stuff blindly, but not understanding, like, hey, man, the person down the street got this small business that could really would be more impactful to you to help them, you know, versus going out here doing this. And this was actually given to me. I didn't buy this. You hear me? I didn't buy this Gucci hat. My mother gave it to me. She got tired of looking at it. So I'm just saying, man, help your brother, help your sister, help somebody that you actually know, and they will be more appreciative. Just stop running around here watching these celebrities. We really need to have a stop supporting the celebrities movement around this thing. You know, support the grassroots. And maybe one day we'll come up with an initiative, you know, a shirt or something, some slogans that say support the grassroots, stop supporting celebrities. Because, you know, they was talking about in the video the other day where they were showing all the celebrities using all the Masonic symbology in the videos. And I don't care what nobody say, you know, when you start seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 videos that all got the Masonic floors, the checkerboard floors, and the Baphomets and the all-seeing eyes, man, it's more than a coincidence. And a lot of people say, oh, that's just coincidence, bro. They're just doing it to make me controversial. Like Jay-Z say, he ain't in no Illuminati. Man, miss me with that, bro. Them boys is in the system. And they know they're in the system. And so, therefore, man, you got to stop following those people, man. Be careful what they say. Because a lot of the stuff that they talk about, yeah, bro. I mean, I don't try not to what's the name, but I really feel like that, you know, a lot of them people, man, they are on they have a whole nother agenda. And when you listening to their music, the pitches and the tones, they know the frequencies that the vibrations that this music has on your brain and what it can control you to do. And for those of y'all that's not on that, man, you really need to do your research. So you gotta be careful when you listening to these people. Stop supporting that stuff, man. Back away from it, because you'll end up in a whole double psychological warfare. You'll end up in a whole nother situation. Yes, exactly. The mind is a powerful tool. Once they control that mind, man, they got you. They got you. Once they control that mind, the body gonna follow. And that's the deal, and that's the goal, is to play on your mind. When Tupac said that in his last album, that Machiavelli, what he said, you know, he said, forget the Illuminati, You know, Illuminati, what he said on the video, he messed up. He knew what it was. He knew what it was. Now, I believe Tupac even had to do what he had to do to get signed. But I think that he was thinking, okay, I can take this oath with these guys. I can get this platform, and then maybe, just maybe, I can get my message out too. But at the same time, you know, these folks not playing. Like, hey man, I gave you $1 million, bro. I own you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the same thing with a lot of these celebrities. You know, they own you. They bought your soul, and you're gonna do what they say do, how they say do it. Otherwise, it's gonna cost you. And the blood sacrifices and all that. It's not coincidence, man. It's a lot of this stuff is true, bro. So you got to just be careful. It's you think just like in the hood. Let's say somebody owe you $10 and you see them down the street. Like, bro, I need my $10. But let's say somebody owe you $100. You're like, hey, bro, I need my huncho. Let's say somebody owe you $1,000. Hey, bro, it might be time to pull up on you. Now, don't owe me $10,000. Don't owe me $100,000. Now owe me $1 million. Then you think these people not playing about their money? Like he's like, like Craig told Smokey. You think he playing about his money? You say he had a gun when you seen him, right? Now name one person in the hood that play like that. And they done gave these celebrities millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. In some cases, like athletes, they can make $100 million a year, bro, or 3 or 4 years. Think they playing about their money? You're gonna do what they say do, or it's gonna cost you big. And so you gotta be careful, man. Money ain't everything. And if you gotta sell your soul to get that money, it's not worth it. Just be a 100,000 there. You know, just get out here with us. Worry about 450,000. You don't need all the millions. It's just like J.R. Smith was saying, like, bro, if you making $100 million a year, is 105 million really gonna be that much of a difference, bro? It's not. It's not. And so, you know, man, I already appreciate that, Trish. I appreciate it, man. That's what I mean. It's the little guy gotta support the little guy, man. You know, I'm with it. You know, make sure you drop your channel, anything. I pull up on y'all, like your video, subscribe to your channel, check you guys out all the time, because we out here running around supporting these mainstream guys, these guys with all these followers, but they won't do anything for you. You know, they won't even share your link. And I dare you put your link in their messages or their comment section. They're going to delete you so fast, man. And so that's why I try to tell y'all, man, we got to look out for each other. The little people got to have a movement. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, you got to, you got to say your soul, Tree. Like you say, it ain't worth it. We got to support each other, man. We have to, you know, unite as the small people, because, you know, we're more powerful than them, you know, together, united. And I don't get caught up on the racism thing too much, because I know that for real, I got black friends, white friends, Hispanic friends. It's good and bad in every culture, bro. And a lot of people are telling you that, you know, they create this boogeyman scenario that all these people are bad just to keep you, you know, psychologically down and control. But you might can find a friend of a whole different ethnic or race, whatever, that might support you faster than the people in your own ethnic group. So, you know, just use your mind, man, and make up your mind for yourself. You be the judge. You be the judge who evaluates the prosecution and the defense. Then you make the decision, you know, because a lot of us are just having other people make our mind up for us, bro. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And that's, you know, that's what's going on right now, man. A lot of us are just selling our souls for some coins, man. And a lot of these cats get this money, and then they get their soul snatched, or, you know, and what I mean is get their life taken faster, just as soon as they got the money. Just as soon as they got the money, now you dead and deceased, and you ain't have a chance to even really see what that money was like. Just like a lot of these rappers getting these contracts and they getting them up out of here, and then you come to find out these record companies had what's the names on them the whole time, had life insurance policies on them the whole time. So, bro, man, just get out here and be smart, man. And I just say, stop following the celebrities, man. You gotta stop following these celebrities, man. You know, follow the little guy. Follow the people who don't have the followers. Support the people who need your help. You know, you got some local small businesses in your neighborhood. Go support those businesses. Quit going to Louis Vuitton all the time. Quit running up to Gucci and Versace all the time. You're not saying you don't got to go do something, whatever. But go support your own people, man. Go support the people in your neighborhood. Y'all lift each other up. Quit trying to run behind the next, Cardi B concert, the next Nicki Minaj. You got some local rappers, some local comedians, some local people out here trying to come up and do their thing. Go support them first. You got some local nonprofits. Go support them first. Quit going out here trying to, oh man, I went to what's the name? It was the same problem that happened during the civil rights movement when they did desegregation. You had all these black businesses in the black neighborhoods. You had black-owned movie theaters like Dr. Claude talked about. You had black-owned taxi companies. You had black-owned department stores. But guess what? As soon as segregation, desegregation happened with the civil rights movement, then guess what all the black people said they want to do? Well, I don't got to go to the black stores no more. I can run up here to Macy's now. I ain't got to live in a black neighborhood no more. I can go stay in the north side of town now. I ain't got to go to the predominantly black school no more. I can go to the white school. And nothing wrong with trying to better yourself, but I ain't got to play with the Negro leagues. I can go to the major leagues, the MLB. Like, come on, bro. What happened to us building up our own economic base? What happened? We just said, forget that. I could be like somebody else now. And that was a chess move. And not saying that it's nothing wrong with going to Macy's or the other department stores, but if they come to your department stores? That's why I made my shirt. Who supports, be honest. When it comes in, and this goes to all my white friends, Hispanic friends, Asian friends, everybody. Who really supports black businesses? When you go to your black businesses in your neighborhood or wherever the case may be, how many different ethnicities do you see in there? But when you go to, your Versace store, the nice mall, when you go out here to the Micosina and the Papacitos and Papa John's, you see all races in there, black, white, Hispanic, everything. Go to the Chinese food place, you see Hispanic, black, white, everything in there. But go to Ray Ray's barbecue, you're just gonna see black folks in there. Go to, Henderson's chicken, Hall's chicken. Never had businesses in such what back in 20. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Blacks had their own businesses going. They had their own economic base because they had to. We were sharecropping and doing everything. Right, exactly, bro. Funeral homes and everything, bro. Liquor stores. We had all of that. And then once the desegregation happened, like Dr. Claude Anderson said, some people feel like white ice got colder. It's colder than black ice. And so a lot of us abandon our own community to go out here and support other people's community. And it's not, but you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart and realize that it's white supremacy out here. Not all white people are white supremacists, of course, but there are people who are strategically playing this game to dominate you, and vice versa. And you got to be playing the game right back. Right back. You're gonna either play the game or be victimized by it. It's just like playing, a PlayStation. Just because your cousin beating you in the PlayStation game, don't mean you can slam down a remote controller and kick over the PlayStation. You just got to practice the game. Practice the game till you get better. You got to get on here and learn about building credit. Learn about a Dun and Brass number. Learn about an EIN and a DBA. How to file it for an LLC. You got to go to LegalZoom. You got to do these things. You can't just sit up here and just be passive aggressive and just let your life pass you by. You got to educate your children. You got to learn these things, guys. And that's the only way as a people, or even as a community, as a country, as a world, is the little man or the person on the bottom is going to rise. It's the only way, man. You can't just get out here and just be passive aggressive and just stay at the bottom and be content with that. So, man, get out here, educate yourselves. Don't just go out here and follow these celebrities blindly. We just talked about a few people. Maybe next time we'll get on here and we'll talk about some more, some more things. We wanted to talk about that little swimmer, the dude, the transgender swimmer who went out here and dominated all the women in the little 5,000 meter or whatever the case may have been. And, we'll say that for another time, I guess. But I think that was an entirely bad situation. And, a lot of people don't even want you speaking about that type of stuff. But we got to get out of that. You know, we got to get out of that. It's like we going backwards as a human race. You know, not just as a black race, you know, black community, but as a human race. How is it as a human being you can't really decipher between a man or a woman? You know, we all have, people have urges, all right? People are animals, right? And an animal has urges. Just because you have an urge to do something doesn't mean you do it. I might have an urge to go to work one day and slap my boss, but do I do it? You crazy. You might have an urge, like, hey man, this dude is over here loading this ATM and I got a gun in my glove department. I can just circle back around, park, come up on him. You might have the urge to do that, but do you do it? That's what separates a human from just a wild animal. You are not a wild animal. And so, you know, a lot of people out here with urges and things to do certain things. It doesn't mean you act on it. Doesn't mean you do it. You might want to go to the strip club with your friends, but you're a married man and you're like, hey, bro, I don't only be doing that, bro. I'm good. Everybody got urges, but don't mean you act on them, man. You be mature. You grow up. So anyways, may God bless all of you guys. You take care of yourselves. You take care of each other. Get out here and support your local businesses. Get out here and support the little guys. If, you know, go to my channel or whatever, you know, my page. Because once I say this in this video, y'all might have to go back to my video, my comment section and drop, you know, appreciate it, T. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, Mr. Trees. I appreciate it. Y'all go back to my page, drop y'all links, y'all YouTube page channels, and I definitely go to them and subscribe, like some of your videos, man. Listen to some of your content. We as a unified front are more powerful than a few little celebrities together. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, bro. You stay blessed too, man. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna keep on chopping down this tree. You know, I feel like at the end of the day, these videos will outlive me. So my message will impact somebody later on down the line, even if it's just my children when they get older to really understand what I'm talking about. You know, something could happen to me and they might say, I wonder what my dad was like. I always go to my YouTube videos, my YouTube page and say, oh, this is what my daddy was talking about. He wasn't just out here on no gang, with the gang. You know, he's not on that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all keep that in y'all mindset as well as y'all continue to do the same thing. Man, I hope y'all pages continue to prosper as well, Trish. You know, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and drop that link in my message. You might have to go back to the video. And you keep doing the thing, same thing, Mr. Trees. You guys stay blessed. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Hey, and it be like that sometimes. You get more blessings and love from complete strangers sometimes than you do your people in your own circle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to move out your own circle, bro, to really receive, you know, your status or your calling in life. You know what I'm saying? So peace to you guys, man. Appreciate y'all watching and hanging in there with me, man. Y'all stay blessed, bro. I'm out. Peace.